Let's start with just conventional dairy milk.
Yep. So that's really the first thing someone sees when they go to the milk section. They're going to see three options. They're going to see conventional, which is basically, you go to any store and you just see the gallon jug. It doesn't have a label on it or anything. It just says whole milk, fat-free milk, skim milk, whatever it is. That's your conventional milk. And then you have organic, obviously, certified organic, says organic on it. And then you also see grass-fed or 100% grass-fed. And we'll get into specifically the grass-fed label and how it's not really regulated that much. So really at its core, there's one thing that differentiates these three types of milk, and it's what the cow is feeding on. So conventional milk, they are going to be feeding on GMO grains like corn, soy, oats, barley, that sort of thing. And when I say GMO, that means they're genetically modified and most likely sprayed with pesticides and herbicides. So that's what the conventional cows are eating. Organic, they're eating certified organic feed. So it can be those same things. It can be those grains, corn and soy, but it's going to be certified organic. So it's not going to be sprayed with any of these synthetic pesticides or herbicides. And then grass-fed milk, 100% grass-fed milk, just as it sounds. It's 100% grass-fed. They're not eating any of these grains.
Okay. So that's helpful just to know what the three are, because I think that in itself is overwhelming.
Yes.
And that's a lot of what we'll talk about, is that there are so many choices if you go look at milks. So that helps set this up. But why does it matter what the cow is eating? How does that impact the milk?
It impacts the nutritional profile of the milk. So a cow's natural diet is grass. It's not grains. Why do they feed them grains? Well, in the making of beef, it's to fatten them up as quickly as possible and get a honestly better tasting cut of meat. And it's cheaper.
Yep.
A lot cheaper. So that's one of the main reasons that they're feeding cows grains. But also, a lot of people don't know that even when it comes to conventional milk and organic milk, where they are fed grains, the first 7 to 9 months of the cow's life is actually spent on a pasture eating grass. And then it's really those last 4 or 5 months where they go to a feedlot where they're going to be eating grains.
Yep.
And either they're going to slaughter them for beef or, get some milk from them.
So yeah, it's those last 4 to 5 months that they're, for efficiency, going to do what they need to get the cow ready. But you have to think about you a lot of times in this scenario. What the cow consumes, you indirectly consume, that pass through there. So of those three, which one are you looking for?
Ideally, I would say 100% grass-fed, because as I mentioned, that's a cow's natural diet. That's what they should be eating. It's better for them, and ultimately it's better for us.
Yep.
So grass-fed, ideal. If you can't get grass-fed, I do recommend going for organic, because as I mentioned, those conventional cows, they're consuming these grains that are sprayed with pesticides and herbicides. That's going to get in their body, and that's eventually going to get in our body. So we want to avoid that at all costs. And also another note on conventional versus organic and grass-fed. Conventional cows, they are allowed to be given antibiotics to treat them, but any cow that is given antibiotics, that supply of milk is thrown out. So a lot of people think that conventional milk has antibiotics in it, but legally they should be disposing of that milk, or they shouldn't even be, I guess, milking the cow in the first place if it was given antibiotics.
Yeah.
So that's just another note. I know a lot of people are scared of antibiotics getting in their milk.
Okay.
And then another note on that, artificial hormones can also be given to conventionally raised milk, which that can get into the milk. But it is illegal for hormones to be given to cows that are organically raised. And also that hormone is banned in the European Union and Canada.
Oh, wow.
So
just in the U.S.
Yeah, just in the U.S.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same goes for a lot of ingredients found in the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's allowed in the U.S., but it's banned in many, many other countries.
Yeah, there's a consistent theme here.
Yeah, we're good at that.
Yep. Okay. And maybe even taking a step back too with this, why is it that people should have milk? Are there nutritional benefits at its core to milk?
Oh, for sure. I think there's a lot of bioavailable vitamins and minerals. And when I say bioavailable, I just mean easily absorbed into the body. So yes, I think there's a lot of benefits to consuming milk. Now, we're going to get into, the different ways that milk is processed, where I think that's when it can lead to problems. And
Yeah.
we'll talk about the different sensitivities that people have to milk.
Yep.
But overall, I think milk is very nutritious.
Yeah. Okay, good. So that's a lot of information there about conventional versus organic versus grass-fed. Specific to grass-fed, though, I think there are a lot of other nutritional benefits that come from a cow naturally eating its own diet. So what are those benefits?
Yeah, so there's really two main benefits. I guess you could even say three. I'd say one, three main benefits to grass-fed milk, 100% grass-fed milk. And that reminds me, the term grass-fed isn't very well regulated, as I mentioned earlier. But there were a couple brands that got together and made a third party. They had this third party come in, and they basically test the milk, or maybe they do annual inspections or something to ensure that it is truly 100% grass-fed, and there's a label on the milk.
Basically getting a third party independent audit of the ingredients going into that milk.
Correct. So the certification is certified grass-fed organic dairy. That's a popular little label that you'll see on milk.
So you want to look out for that and choose the ones that have that certification.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. So going back, there's really three main things I would say that why grass-fed milk is better than any other type of milk.
Okay.
And that would be one, I think it's just more, it has more of these vitamins and minerals in them just because the cow is eating grass instead of grains. But the two main things, it has more of the omega-3 fats, which we'll talk about full fat versus skim milk and why I recommend full fat milk, because it has these omega-3 fats, which we've talked about.
We have with oils.
Previous podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And it has less of the omega-6.
Yep.
So the more grains that cows eat, the more omega-6 it's going to have. And the more grass, the more omega-3s. So we want those good, healthy omega-3 fats.
Got it. And as a reminder, we want to limit omega-6.
Yes.
Omega-3 and 9, we like.
Yes.
6, limit.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's the main benefit to grass-fed milk. The other benefit is that it contains more of something called conjugated linoleic acid, or
Never heard of that
CLA.
one. Okay.
Yeah. And actually, it has this on if you buy a grass-fed milk, it'll have it on the front of the package. It says more omega-3s and more CLAs, and that's conjugated linoleic acid. And basically, it's a heart-healthy fatty acid that has actually been shown to help with weight loss. So,
okay.
Moral of the story there, it's a good thing.
Okay, so we want CLAs. Got it. And I mean, in addition to the benefits to the consumer of the milk, we're learning more about the benefits to the environment.
Yes.
Of grass-fed milk. I was doing a little bit of research on this because I thought it was interesting that the cows that are 100% grass-fed are naturally basically mowing the grass for the farmer. So it helps with that. You're not bringing in any sort of chemicals there that are helping to limit the amount of grass that's grown. So that's good. And their hooves are actually making dents in the ground.
Yeah, I've read about this.
Allow for water to kind of fill up and keep the grass healthy. So really interesting there that the cows themselves are playing a role in acting almost as a farmer would on the land that they're being grown on there. So really cool too that there's this environmental benefit as well as the benefit to the consumer.
Yeah. So it's better. What you're saying is basically grass-fed, better for the cow, better for the environment, better for us.
That's it.
That's a win-win-win.
Win-win-win. You don't get a lot of those. This is a good one.
Yes.
Okay.